the Oakland Raiders, they just hired the defensive coordinator from the Broncos. That was Jack Del Rio. And you guys were saying that the draft doesn't really affect wins totals, but here's a team where I think we will see the draft affect wins totals. What do you guys think about this? They had a really great draft. They added a lot of really great players. They got dynamite on pass catching with Amari Cooper. They've got Clive Walford. What do you guys think about this Oakland team? I think you guys said they were on the rise in our last video.
I do believe that. I mean, on the rise for Oakland standards here. Let's do great here, but this is a team that's been living in the basement on like P4. They're maybe up to P2 or P1, maybe pushing the mezzanine here, and you're getting them at 5.5. Are they on Tennessee's level? Are they on Tampa Bay's level? Washington? I think they're a little bit better than Tennessee or Tampa Bay. So I think you might be getting a little bit of value with the Raiders. I just like Jack Del Rio as a guy who's going to come in and clean up the mess. I just don't think you're going to have this calamitous football team kind of like you'd see on The Simpsons, like fumbling and stumbling and all this stuff. I think this team's going to be decent. They'll probably find a way to run the ball, play defense, look like the Jacksonville Jaguars that Del Rio coached, try to cut down the penalties, try to cut down the off-field transgressions. And the draft, to me, is just a continuing sort of echoing of that. Solid picks. They needed a receiver. They got Amari Cooper. They needed help on the defensive line. They got Edwards, another tight end, guard help, linebacker help. I think it was just solid. So that's why I kind of do like the over 5.5 with the Raiders.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I'm higher on the Raiders now than I was a few weeks ago. Definitely, Amari Cooper is a great addition. Derek Carr has a lot of potential. We've seen him great in flashes, but in order for them to have a good year, it's going to have to put it together. For mostly the whole game every week, which maybe he'll be able to do, but it'll be a test. And the coaching and the mentality means so much when it comes to professional level sports like this. And I agree with Dave. I think that Jack Del Rio might be the thing that changes everything. And if it does, for sure the Raiders are going to have betting value or line value, at least for a while, until the market catches up.
Pete, I think, hit it right there, man. I think I'm a little weary of their betting total right now. I think I still project them around the 5-win mark, but still, I think you guys nailed it. The two most important guys for the Oakland Raiders this year, Jack Del Rio and Amari Cooper. Jack Del Rio is going to shape that defense up a little bit better. Amari Cooper, if he can come in and have a Kelvin Benjamin-esque rookie year, that's going to go a long way with Derek Carr this year. And on top of that, I think Pete is absolutely right. Even though I'm not quite sold on their season win totals, they're going to have a lot of against the spread value here this season because people are going to look at them like, oh, it's the Oakland Raiders. They're 10-point underdogs. Time to fade them. And they're going to end up covering some games this year that you don't expect them to cover. So I think there's where you're going to find your value with the Raiders this year, a team that is very, very undervalued, probably even early in the season.
Raiders are at home week 1. They're a 3.5-point underdog, home dog to the Cincinnati Bengals. What's your play?
I would, as of right now, I would lean Raiders for sure.
Yeah, I'd say take the points and maybe a little something extra on the money line for that matter.